On this episode of Designing Spaces, beautiful Amish furniture ideal for your outdoor oasis. Help navigating the loan process. Stunning landscape design. Plus lots more. It's time to design. Let's go. Whether you have a sprawling garden, a cozy balcony, or a simple patio, choosing the right outdoor furniture can truly transform your space into a relaxing haven. And what better way to explore this than by delving into the timeless charm of Amish Atlanta furniture?
I got into this business after being in men's retail for 25 years, and that ended, and it was at a point where I didn't really know what I was going to do. Best friend called me and said, I found this amazing product, then you have to see it. So on the coldest day of my life, I flew to Ohio and we drove out to the Amish place that has turned into my supplier, and I saw the product and thought, oh my goodness, I know exactly what I can do with this. March of 2010, started the company, and here we are almost 14 years later, bigger and better than we were. Initially, I had polyethylene furniture along with cedar and oak pieces, which were beautiful until it rained or you had some sunny days, and then they started to weather. So I went to complete poly furniture and have been that ever since. For something outside that you can leave outside as minimum to no maintenance, and all you really have to do is wipe a little bit of Mother Nature off and enjoy. This material is polyethylene. It is a high density poly, and it has the best fade resistancy. This is the best of the best if you're going to invest in something outside. It is fade resistant. All the hardware is aircraft grade stainless, no lead, won't rust. It's pretty indestructible. I've had customers for 14 years, and they're buying pieces that will go back to match the stuff that they have. The Amish that make these, they are out in their warehouses cutting this, putting it together. They don't construct anything or have any piece that is longer than 2 feet that doesn't have a support piece, so there's not going to be any bowing over all the years and all the use. The hardware on this is aircraft grade stainless, which means there's no lead in it. The specs that they have designed these pieces with are so accurate than some of the more mass-produced stuff, and it's pretty much a one-time purchase.
With so many options available, it's easy to find one that best fits your space.
We offer a variety of styles, and the space pretty much dictates what that looks like. Adirondack chairs, for example, are real popular around fireplaces, on people's docks, from their main house to the beach house to the lake house. Lounge chairs with reclining back are great around pools. Pub tables and swivel pub chairs are great on decks. There's a variety that really fits the space. Color options are very much a personal choice. It usually is determined by what color the house is, what color the stone is around the fireplace or the fire pits, what color pool is trimmed in. Some people want to accent and have a lot of contrast. Some people like something a little more blendy. So it really is up to the customer to decide how they want to express the furniture through the colors. More times than not, people will start with a set of something, and then a couple of years later they'll get another set that may match what they purchased, or they may go in a different direction. But if they do get something that they want to match what they have and they bought it years ago, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a dead match with what they've got.
Made right here in the USA, all products are handmade by the Amish, who are known for their high-quality craftsmanship and attention to detail.
The process of how this starts and ends up looking like this is pretty complex, in my opinion. The polyethylene comes in long strips. One day they will cut arms for gliders, and then maybe slats for gliders the next day, and stack them as high as they can stack them. And then going somewhere where they then assemble all of that. From beginning to end, it's not a quick process. Somebody taking the time to make each piece by hand, one at a time, speaks volumes to the longevity and the quality and the craftsmanship of the product. You can buy something years later that is in the same colorway as what you have sitting in your backyard or your patio or wherever it may be, and it is going to match. The dye lots stay the same. Amish Atlanta and the success of the company is built on relationships. We have the best customers ever. So they are the reason for the success of Amish Atlanta. Amish Atlanta provides me a platform to make people happy, and that is in my nature. It always has been, probably always will be.
And what are people saying about Amish Atlanta?
Yeah, we were looking for something sustainable and durable that was going to last a long time. and we came across this material, the aircraft grade fasteners, and the way that it's put together was really critical to my decision making.
Replacing furniture, patio furniture throughout the years because it's not aging well and doesn't have the appearance that we want. So we think with this, we'll be able to have the longevity and the look that we want.
To come across something like this that we knew was theoretically going to outlive us and not have to worry about this again, and we can move on to other more important things in our lives was a huge find.
The glider chair that seats for 2 people, and it's really comfortable, and also just the little feature of the cup holder, just not something I thought I needed, but it's really handy and really enjoy having that as part of the chair itself.
There's such a huge color selection that Kurt has, and it changes, with Amish Atlanta. I think that you could integrate different colors over time, you can add things, but there really is probably a color palette to fit just about everybody's needs.
We had just built a new home, put in a swimming pool, and we wanted some pool furniture. So we wound up talking to Kurt and purchased a table, 4 chairs, bought a couple of gliders from him to put around our pool. And that's how we first got to introduction to Amish Atlanta.
Just the durability of it, the comfort. You don't have to ever replace it. I mean, we've had ours for about 12 years and never had an issue with it.
We gave my son the furniture that we had, the red and black furniture around our pool, and he is still using that at his home today.
They're built, contoured for your back, and they're great. They're very, very comfortable to sit on.
But we bought very, very nice furniture to go out around the pool that was not this furniture. And that furniture, at best, you might get a year or 2 out of it.
We've had our furniture for about 15 years, and it looks brand new.
I was impressed with the quality and the fact that they're made from recycled materials. The hardware is all stainless steel, which you rarely ever find on any outdoor furniture. So they've gone the extra mile to make a really high quality product. And it's made in the U.S.
We even had them make us a serving table, which they didn't normally make.
It's one of a kind.
One of a kind.
If we weren't maxed out with the furniture already, we'd probably be buying more.
We've had Adirondack chairs in the past, and they eventually became garden statues because they would rot and we'd buy new ones. When these came along, they were great because you could leave them outdoors year round. And as everyone knows, Michigan gets pelted with some pretty severe weather in the winter. There's a lot of give to the product as far as the materials that are made. So when you sit in it, it conforms a little bit to you. And it stays cool to the touch, which is really nice too.
We went with the neutral.
We did the sandalwood. It was really just soft and neutral for our space. It's kind of a taupey color, and taupe is my wife's favorite color. It looks pretty much brand new and clean all the time. So when you're buying new pieces, you're not buying them to replace the old ones. You're buying to add to your collection.
Amish Atlanta cares about the environment.
We are considered a green company, and the reason for that is primarily that all of this is made out of polyethylene, which is recycled plastic. Not only is it durable, but it also helps our environment. To be able to make just some type of contribution to the environment is very meaningful for me. I was born and raised on a farm in Nebraska. I knew from the beginning that you have to take care of the earth, you have to take care of your environment, and still making an effort to do something to help the environment. And by selling a product that is beautiful and luxurious, that's not in a dump site, is, I think, a pretty cool thing. My Amish supplier and I are always talking about new product that's in development. We have some right now. In fact, he's working on a new glider, which is a pub glider. You'll sit up like in a pub chair that I'm in, only it'll glide like a glider. So he's still working that out. But every year he has something new, and we introduce a new product, new colors. So people that have this already can have an opportunity to freshen or add to what they have that they may not have that specific style or colorway. This is an investment, a long-term investment, because this is virtually going to last you pretty much the rest of your life. You can go to a lot of different places and buy imitation stuff of this, and then in a few years later you'll come back and buy it again. You're going to buy this one time here and be happy until you decide to do something else with it.
To find out more about Amish Atlanta, visit AmishAtlanta.net and Designingspaces.tv. Ready to buy a home? Navigating the loan process doesn't have to be difficult. Let's hear from the experts at North Point Mortgage Advisors, also known as NPMA, where mortgages are made easy.
We are a local mortgage broker/lender, and we serve the local community, but we're also licensed in Florida and Michigan. But primarily our business is based here in the Metro Atlanta area. And we've been in business since 2013. I opened the company and been going gangbusters ever since then. Some of the most important things to do specifically with credit is to review your credit scores to make sure that you've got credit scores in the range in which any lender will take. The second part to that is to review your credit history. Make sure that anything that needs tidying up, if you will, is done before you start the loan process. And then as far as assets go, make sure that you've got money ready to go. And we'll talk about that in the initial consultation. Is it going to be gift money? Do you already have that money in your checking or savings account? Has someone recently given you a large sum of money? We need to talk about those things so we can plan and set expectations for the documentation that's going to be required.
Joe starts with a spreadsheet that's created for each individual client. There's a great reason why.
The spreadsheet helps me, on an initial consultation, really get the numbers in front of the client so that I can go through them line by line, from the purchase price, the down payment, the loan amount, all of the closing costs, as well as what's called prepaid expenses. And then finally, I can give them an estimated bottom line number that they'll need to bring to the closing, the day of closing. We love to set expectations up front so there's no surprises, and that takes preparation. Through years of working in this business, I've realized that the borrowers just want to know what they need to do. And if I can give them a very concise, clear list of documents to gather, that's where the process starts. And that's how we stay on time.
Depending on your financial picture, you might be able to close on your loan with less than 20% down.
There's many other options in regards to conventional mortgages and FHA mortgages. Of course, VA mortgages as well. VA is the only one out there really with true 100% financing with zero down. Aside from that, traditionally, FHA was always the one that had the lowest down payment at 3.5% down payment. But in recent years, conventional loans also offer a very low down payment of 3%. Now, most of those are income driven, so basically if you make too much money, you don't qualify for that 3% down conventional program. So it's a great program for first-time home buyers and low to moderate income buyers. Escrow accounts are one of the more confusing things for first-time home buyers. They can be, but they don't have to be. I take the time to explain those and how that money goes into the escrow account, and then when the property taxes are due, the lender will reach into that escrow account and pay that property tax bill for the buyer. Same thing with the homeowner's insurance. The lender will reach into that escrow account and pull out the yearly premium and pay your homeowner's insurance company so that you don't have to cut a check every year for those expenses. It's like a savings account that the lender holds.
Once your home is under contract, you can expect the best customer service.
One of the benefits of working with us is that you get personalized attention. We're a small company and we treat each client like they're our best friends. By letting our clients know what they need ahead of time, they're prepared for when they get to the closing table, and there's no surprises at all for them. And it just makes the transaction more relaxing for them and less stressful. We have open communication with our clients, so we're here to answer any questions that they may have throughout the process.
With over 1,000 closings under their belts and 5-star reviews, NPMA has a mortgage for you.
My 3 favorite words are clear to close, or we call it CTC, but clear to close means that the underwriter is all done with the underwriting, no more documentation from the borrower, and we can send out the final closing package to the closing attorney for final preparation of the numbers.
One of my favorite reviews from a client is he referred to Joe as a cool uncle who gave him solid advice. And I think that's very important when you're going through this home buying process, that you want someone that you can trust and that you can feel comfortable with and know that you're getting accurate information from.
For more information about North Point Mortgage Advisors, visit npma.biz and go to our website, designingspaces.tv. How does a family-run landscaping business generate over $30 million in annual revenue? With hard work, sharp clippers, and a fierce dedication to client success. That's how.
Earthworks is a family, most importantly. We're a commercial landscape management company. We provide services, everything from ongoing maintenance activities like mowing, weed control, fertilization, things like that, all the way to tree trimming, outdoor kitchens, outdoor living areas, basically anything outside we do. But more importantly, we're a family first. Our clients are made up of primarily large commercial clients. Our primary segment is multifamily residential, also known as apartment complexes. We also do a lot of work for local municipalities. We do some large industrial manufacturing type work as well. Anything outdoors is right up our alley.
Earthworks, Inc. employs over 400 people, and they serve clients all over the state of Texas.
I think we're the best at customer service. We're really able to do that by listening to our clients and their needs, and by making sure that any relationships that we do have are mutually beneficial. Everybody thinks that their staff and their team is the best. All I can say about ours is that I'm excited to get up every day and go to work with them, and I can't imagine another team that I would want to go to war with every single day to try to make the world a better place and make our clients' worlds and the people around us a better place. Value, service, and integrity. Value, we want to make sure, like I mentioned, the mutually beneficial relationships, we want to make sure that those work together and everybody's winning in the business relationship. The service goes back to the customer service. Anybody can pick up a lawnmower and a rake and get started in this industry. It's building those relationships and being there and listening to your clients is what really sets the best in this industry apart. The one thing I know is that this company is always going to put their best foot forward and do the best for their clients, as well as make sure we like to give back to the community and local charities around us.
I just think really that consultative process where we communicate a lot with our customers, I think it really comes down to communication. And when you really look into what their needs are and you expose, hey, that's going to cause this problem or that problem, and really look at things in the big picture situation, it helps the customers make decisions and actually expand what they're doing when you explain to them the whole big picture operation.
Earthworks sets themselves apart from other landscaping firms with their dedication to their client success. That mentality is why they continue to grow like a well-kept lawn.
I cover 100 properties across multiple states. So my goal was to find a partner, literally a partner that I could trust, rely on, and Chris and his team have been so honest and on many occasions to a fault in their pocket. And I would say they do the right thing for the right reason. The right reason isn't always about, trying to make a buck. They know that it's a progressive, long-term relationship, and they want to foster that by doing the right thing for the right reason.
At the end of the day, when a client is happy with our work, it makes our team and our guys feel good, but we also get to go to bed at the end of the night knowing that we made the work environment and living space for people in our community better. And when it comes down to it, we're going to listen to our family, those vendors, those clients, those employees, before we're going to listen to a spreadsheet or financials. We always like to try to keep that family-oriented culture front of mind.
As we've grown, in addition to creating opportunities for others, we've also been able to give back to our community a lot. By building this company or building this business, we're able to do so many things that I could never do by myself. Whether it's teaching, whether it's helping, whether it's investing in the community, none of those things would be possible if we weren't doing the day-to-day hard work. But that's what really makes it worthwhile at the end.
To find out more about Earthworks, Inc., visit earth.works and designingspaces.tv. We tend to think of glass as simple, fragile, and even plain. But through the art of glass blowing, it is crafted into versatile, durable, beautiful pieces of art, each unique in their own way.
So glass is a captivating and extraordinary material, and I think a lot of that comes from the process in creating it.
Carlyn Ray opened a glass art studio to share her love and passion for glass with the world.
We really like to share the creation, to share this magic and the joy that comes not only from making it, but from viewing a piece that is made for you, is made for the space.
The wide versatility of glass allows Carlyn and her team of specialists to create artwork that can transform any space.
So really my signature pieces are the weavings, and I love creating them. I love the organic order to all of the strands that are woven together with different metal wire. So ribbon's actually kind of derived from the weavings, individual glass pieces, but these are bigger, longer, and more dramatic, and they can really scale a wall. And what makes them really beautiful is one, the big pop of color, but it's also the shadows that they create on the wall. They become very magical. There's something perfect about custom lighting when it completely matches your space, when the canopy is the same shape as your table, when the angles that you view it are perfect and the density of the glass is great. So adding home decor glass pieces to your space gives some elegance, some movement, pops of color on different cabinets or tables, and they really add life to your area.
Carlyn invites clients to participate in all phases of creating the artwork, from conception to completion. This hands-on approach ensures every piece of art is unique and treasured.
We really focus on sharing our passion, the creative process, and the uniqueness of glass with our clients. Whenever it's possible that we can actually share the actual glass blowing. And I love hearing stories where someone walks in, a friend walks in, and a little kid will grab them by the hand and say, I made that piece. And then they tell the whole story of how it's made. Every piece has a story.
My designer and I were trying to figure out the space, which is this big one open room, to get lighting over the island, to coordinate with the breakfast nook. And we were having a really difficult time finding the right lighting pieces. And we were speaking with our architect, who said, oh my gosh, you have to go down and meet Carlyn Ray. And walked into her studio and I was immediately drawn to her work. So we wanted something for the study, which is facing the street. It's the only room that really shows in the house from the street. Over the fireplace, a very spectacular piece that would light up and you would see from the street. She had our family all come in, including my parents, who are 93 and 88. We all pulled different pieces of glass that were then incorporated into this amazing weave piece that hangs over the fireplace, and from the street at night lit, it's stunning.
So glass blowing is mesmerizing. It's captivating. It ignites imagination. It brings out creativity. I think glass centers people into the realm of creativity. It's a meditative, spiritual process.
If you'd like to connect with the beauty of glass that Carlyn Ray creates, please visit her website at carlynraydesigns.com or view this segment again on designingspaces.tv.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to become part of Designing Spaces, go to our website, designingspaces.tv.